Hello, Mr. Spaggiari. Thank you very much for accepting our interview. Your presence and your role, your voice is very important for us. I'm Beatrice Dauria, the project coordinator of the SEANERGY project. If you agree, I will start with my 3 questions.
Okay.
Okay. The first one, with the current state of art of technologies, how we can get to zero carbon emissions goals?
Okay. There are like different technologies that have been developed in the recent years, but I consider that most of them are like an early stage. So we need to wait longer to use them and to achieve the net zero emission goals. And for that reason, most of the research and the actions in the companies are related to capacity buildings and to build capacity inside the companies to reduce the emissions, because we cannot wait until the new technologies are done. We need to start 20 years ago. We need to do it. We're already reducing some emissions, but we need to accelerate the processes. And the best way is with building capacity inside the organizations, and to have like a collaborative strategies among these activities.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We can move to the second question. If you consider that the readily available technologies are not sufficient, what do you think is missing to reach zero emission?
Okay, I think that it's missing that every company have a focus, a target. I feel like it's like an international target, like a overall target, but every company needs to set the main target and needs to set actions and goals to achieve it, because if we don't know what we're going to do, it's so difficult to measure it, to measure if it's working properly. So for that reason, I think the first thing that the companies need to do is like measure their energy efficiency, or measure how they are using their energy, which kind of energy they are using, if it's scope 1 or scope 2. And then they need to define different strategies to reduce or to improve the efficiency of their energy utilizations. And I think this is like the first thing that they should do. And also they need to train their own people in every company to define how to reach the zero emissions. And then step by step will be good if they start like using like a pilot of these new technologies that are going to be in the market soon, to analyze like in the real world if they are working or not.
Thank you. And finally, I would like to ask you, what is your role, what is your background, and if you would like to cite any success stories in your expertise area.
Okay, now I'm working in Rumble, a consultancy here in Denmark. I work in the Department of Marine, Coastal, Ports Department, and we advise some companies. In Rumble, we're working hard in offshore wind projects and also in carbon capture projects. I think it's really important because it's another strategy to reduce emissions, like capture the carbon that the companies are not going to put in the environment. I think it's important. And also offshore wind energy is like another way to improve and reduce the emissions, because this is like a clean and renewable energies. And it's important to say that Rumble is not working any longer with oil and gas, because we are focused on sustainability and we work in reducing these emissions as much as we can. Previously, that my job here in Rumble, I work in Colombia, and I lead one project with where we measure the energy efficiency in the ports and terminals for containers in Colombia and Chile. And we were able to measure which activity clusters is the one that consume most energy in every terminal, and then we compare among the different the country. There are 7 different terminals, container terminals in Colombia, and also we compare with 7 terminals in Chile. And we could compare like the energy efficiency and the strategies that every terminal is having among the different clusters. So we could analyze, for example, that the cooling, that is for the refrigerator containers, consumes like almost 20% of energy in every terminal, and also the horizontal activities, that it's the activities that they need to be done in the yard, like to move the containers in the yard, not to the ships. It's like almost the 50 or 40% of the energy consumption, and this energy has a big possibility of reduction, because most of this equipment is run by fossil fuels. So if the terminals in every country decide to electrify this equipment or use more clean energy, the emissions will go down easily.
Okay.
While the Q cranes only consumes like the 20% of energy, and most of those are electric. So there is not enough opportunities to reduce the energy consumption in these areas.
I really thank you.
Okay.
I finished my questions.
Okay,
It was very interesting.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.